First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Anything Is Possible for the StreamYard that we've just done. Thank you so much. And for everybody who saw that live, thank you all for participating in the chat. I'm going vertical because I'm in no man's land. And I don't even know if this place has CCTV cameras. Well, see one. Two. One facing one way. Well, one facing. I got one, two. I got two facing me. I got one and two slightly off. So, hello, Bulk. Welcome. I've got a guy next to me that's hunched over, and I don't know why. I don't know if he's drunk or if he's on something. Peekaboo, darling. So, I've got one camera, two cameras, and I've got two facing me this way. Hello, Jingles. So basically, my fishing trip tonight shouldn't have went ahead. I'm glad it did to some extent because I got Bob up on my panel, which was good. So yeah, now this is the waiting game now because my missus politely woke me up at like 19 minutes past 11. I thought I was going to try and get to sleep for an afternoon nap. Never happened. So now I'm waiting on a bus. And I've been given the times and I can't remember them off by hand. So, Jingles, if you're here, meet Wendy, who's my dearly beloved fiance. My brother Bulk. If you haven't met them already. But yeah, I've got a guy on a bench next to me, and he's hunched over. I got no idea. None. I don't know if he's on drugs or drink. This is why I'm doing a vertical. I got 3 people here, and you can hit the thumbs up button. You can double tap it a lot. Right, that should say. Nope, that's not doing it that way. And O2 have still never taken off the thing yet. I was expecting them to. So even though I'm in darkness, I'm not really. I've got security cameras beside me. Ah, Jingles, Wendy saying hello to you, and so is Bulk. Bus is at 5:52. Is that the Magical Mystery Tour bus? Man. See, I can see where the sun is at the moment. I can see the indigo blue sky of where the sun is. I'm looking north. Which one? Jingles. How's your buddy doing? What buddy? I've got loads of buddies. What, the one that's sitting beside me? I have no idea. No, straight through, but I will double check. I will be back. The sun will be up soon as. I've got no idea what time it is. I've got none. No idea. Jingles, I'm alright. Trust me, I'm fine. I'm just kind of taken aback of the situation that's sitting beside me at the moment. Ah, okay, Jingles. Well, Bulk should be alright. He'll be going back to his bed, or at least he should be. I'm going to give him the rest of the night off because he was going to moderate me fishing, but that's just never materialised. I've broke my brolly, which is even worse than what I thought. 10:30 there, yep. 10:30 at night. Well, if it's 10:30, well, you're not really 10:30. Ah, Gypsy, Vanilla Gorilla. You just missed Bob. He was on my last live. I did a StreamYard. He popped up on my panel. He caught 3 channel cats and 2 bullhead. He brought Kevin along. So he did some fishing. I tried to fish. And it's just crazy. 10:30 here. Well, it is 24 minutes past 3, so it'll be 24 minutes past 10. Coming for 25 past 10 your time. So yeah, Gypsy, it was an awesome live. I can't complain about it. I mean, Bob and I are basically, we're family, yeah. And discussing it and whatever else, it's been good. I do apologise for the lighting, by the way. I could rake out the torch, but then it wouldn't be fair because the bus is straight through, no magical mystery tour. Way. Bulk is in Australia, but I'm always on the phone to Bulk. Then it would be like, yeah, I don't really fancy having that blaring. I'm not fishing, I'm sitting waiting on a bus. But I don't feel easy because the reason being I've got somebody beside me. And the less I say about that, the better. So I'm going to try and keep my phones charged. I got them on charge anyway. But I don't want my internet phone dying. I'm waiting on a network provider called O2 to take their money off, and they still haven't done it yet. So yeah, my StreamYard live is up, or at least it should be. Bulk, if you can you please monetize that live if you're still here? Because I can't do it on my end. I need a computer. I think it is monetization worthy because there was no swearing or anything. And chat was clean. Yeah, I gave bulk access to my my YouTube channel. Cheers, brother. It should be able to monetize anyway because there wasn't anything malicious in it. I think it was a rather good live. But I've got some guy beside me that's in a pretty bad way. Have a nice day, Stuart. I will do, Julie. Once I get home, I'll have a shower. Cheers, brother. I'll have a shower. I will still be here, but I'm going to turn volume down. Okay. Basically, I'll go for a shower, have a nap, and wake up because there's a cycling event happening. And I know that Bulk's wife, and I know that Bob, who I've just had on my panel, is a professional bike rider, bicycle racer, endurance stuff, and whatever else. He's a professional at that, so I'll do a video or I'll do a live. And there's like 2,000 bikes that are coming through. Well, I made a promise. I don't break my promises. I mean, let's say I've tanned one ton of monster already. Yeah, there's 2,000 cyclists. It's like an endurance race. They're actually leaving here. They're leaving this place I'm in at the moment. They're leaving here, and then they'll be stopping here. So this is like the start and finish place that I'm in at the moment. So there's 2,000 cycles. They're going to go from here through Forfar, around, and then they're going to go past Kirriemuir, take the back road to Memmis from Kirrie. They're going to end up in Brechin. They'll pass through Brechin because there's 6 portable toilets being lined up in a row. And then what they'll do is they spend a day making obstacles along the trail, let earn that endurance. Well, they're going from Arbroath through Forfar, up near Glen Isla, around, and then they're going to go through Kerry. I mean, this thing's like, to work it all out, miles wise, you're about 25 miles from Lintraethen to Brechin. But then you've got 14 mile from Brechin to Arbroath. And then I can't remember what the distance is from Arbroath to Forfar. I really can't remember. So, I mean, you're talking like 60 miles near enough, a round trip, if not more. It's like covering like the outer layers of Angus, because you're going from basically Arbroath, Forfar, Kerry. So you're getting all the major towns. It's in Angus. An icy spot. Melt. It'd melt. It'd be melted into oblivion. There'd be like nothing there. It'd just be a puddle. So yeah, you got a brother for to carry via the loch oil slick. Oh, you're funny, Gypsy. You're funny. Is this Gypsy or is this the Vanilla Gorilla? I don't know what one I'm talking to. Oil slick. I mean, they're all push bikes, by the way. This is the Vanilla Gorilla. Ah, so you're the Vanilla Gorilla. I thought you were the Gypsy. Ah, so this is the Gorilla. Well, see when you come back at my chat, Gorilla, or if you go into Bob's, who's anything, tell me which one you are. So just say, oh, the Gorilla's in the house. Then I'll know who's who. And if they say Gypsy's in the house, then I know it's your wife. Oh, don't, man. I know it's a date with Thomas. I don't know why they said the date with Thomas, because Thomas was finished. Why they brought Thomas back this weekend is beyond me, because they said that was it. There was Thomas, the Diesel Extravaganza, and that was it. Why bring Thomas back out when they could have run 2 Thomases on each weekend and then have a Diesel Gala? Why have Thomas, Diesel Gala, then Thomas? It doesn't make sense. Ah. Well, why don't you call yourself the Vanilla Gorilla? You don't need the Gypsy part. Just saying. Yeah, there was a song about Gypsy. Beautiful song it was as well. Oh, Don Williams. Uncle Don. Don Williams. Gypsy Woman. I'm sure that's the name of the song. Gypsy Woman. Beautiful song. Beautiful. We've got Luton Van. Must be doing a midnight flit. Even that's not midnight. Oh man, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. Mm-hmm. And I'm stuck in no man's land. Where's this? The name is also our brand, so being that way for a while now, 6 years, I think it'd be hard to change it. Well, you're if you're 6 years in, there's no point changing it now. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, it's funny. Busy there? This is dead as a doornail. I'm just trying to keep my eye on this guy beside me, though. He is doubled over. He's like near enough putting his head to his feet. Hunched right away over. Bus stop, Wales. Where are you again? I'm in Scotland. I'm in the beautiful county of Angus. But I'm in a place where it's full of seagulls, and there's a famous YouTuber that actually stays here. He's got over 1 million subscribers for hand feeding a seagull. If you want to know who the channel is, his name is Stephen's Only Feathers. I think the other one, he's got 2 channels. He's got Stephen Only Feathers, and I think the other one's called Stephen's Feathers. But I did pass about 4 or 5 pita breads, and these seagulls are coming from, there's one of them, that's going towards the cliffs. Yeah, I'm in Scotland. Oh, yeah, I wonder if the police would give me a ride home. I'm just across the roof of the police station. So where are you, Vanilla? Where are you? You in Wales, or are you across the pond? But it sounds busy tonight. The police. That's seagulls. You're in Ohio. Wow. Shut up, you stupid bird. My goodness, man. I get enough at night time. 14 miles up the hill. Another one. I mean, what did they do? Did they just circle around and squawk just for the sake of squawking? I mean, that thing's went round in circles twice. Ridiculous. Yep, whoa. They say our family graph is from. Yeah. There's been a lot of people that I know that they've basically came this way. Well, blow me down with a Stephen's feather. Look who has just joined the chat. I thought you were ignoring me, Geordie. Where the scruff have you been? Have heard of the Graf clan. Graf? I haven't, unfortunately. It's one clan that's eluded me. Geordie, you've been missing a bunch of Sammy's videos, man. Especially his lives. Oh, we've been having fun with you. Nothing too sinister, nothing too malicious. Sammy had a beer. It was like 14%. And I said, give Sammy half a pint of it. That would put him to sleep. And then Sammy turned around and said on the same live, he's like, give him a Bud Light. Stop pass out. Oh, it was funny. Oh man, that's funny. My goodness, man, these seagulls are doing nothing. I've got this guy's never moved. I don't know if I should phone an ambulance or police to help him out. He's hunched over double. What'd that do? Geordie, I'm cool as a cucumber, man. I'm as cool as a cucumber. Shut up, Stephen. Put a piece of pita bread on it, say, or oh. Yeah, if the seagull was to land on his head, it'd be called Cliff. That's a dad joke, by the way. On top of the roof of the bus station. That's funny. I mean, I cannot believe that, though, honestly, see when the buses are all here, the seagulls jump on the bus, they'll basically fly on top of a bus, they'll walk around on top of a bus. Some bus was reversing one time, the seagull was still on the bus where it was moving, and it's like, didn't even care. The other time I was through here, this was a while back, you know that they got like a food waste disposal bin? So like all your food waste gets put into a bin, then gets put in the back of this truck, right? Well, the seagulls got themselves in amongst this food waste bin, and it was just like there must have been at least 6 seagulls in the back of that truck. Unreal, man. Honestly, I kid you not, it was unreal. Vultures with wings. Honestly, not rats with wings. Rats with wings are pigeons. These things are vultures, man. See if you. I went to a chip shop not far from here. Got the chips and everything. Went in. I was like, anybody fancy ice cream? So this was when I was with a previous partner. So, my previous partner. This is well before she passed away. Came through here for a chip shop, basically chippy tea. What we call chippy tea is like chip shop. I had a chippy tea, had that, and said, "Do anybody fancy an ice cream?" Right, so the 4 of us, who's my auntie, my uncle, myself, and my Mary Ann, I went in to get an ice cream for the 4 of us. So I came out with the ice cream, and a seagull near enough bang its beak off my head to try and make me lose my balance to drop the ice cream so I could get fed. I was like, this is beyond ridiculous. And then what happened was I was like, well, if we're going to do ice cream, I'll get 2 at a time. I can put 2 in one hand and then I could knock the seagull or something away. The other time, I had an appointment through in Dundee, which is like one of the biggest cities Well, it's the biggest city that's close to me, and I had an appointment. So I went into Greg's and got myself a steak bake and a chicken bake. Came out of Greg's, walked round the corner, and I was on a phone call. Now, I saw the seagull on top of a building, and I must have been about a quarter of a mile away. And I sat, well, I didn't sit, I stood and watched it. By the time I answered the phone and by the time I got this chicken bake out my hand, the seagull was at my face. I blinked and it was right at my face. It tried to steal the food out my hand that I was eating. It just shows you. There's a Greg's here. And if you wondering what Greg's is a bakery. And across the street, that's on the high street, across from Greg's, the seagulls hang around on it's like a rooftop. And some guy came out of Greg's with some kind of pastry looking thing. And the seagull stole it out of his hands. He didn't know what to do. The seagull actually took it from him. And then there was another there was another problem. Another seagull. I mean, they're saying they don't feed seagulls and whatever else. Well, the reason being that seagulls are so hungry is that we've taken all the fish that they should be eating. We've left them with nothing. The seagulls just flapping about that didn't care what we're up to. Exactly, but I mean, they know where there's food. I mean, the last time I was here, I forgot to eat a steak that was in the fridge. A beef fillet steak at that. I forgot to eat it. Is there a sea nearby? I've just fished the sea, Gypsy. Vanilla gorilla. Just fished the sea. That's what I was trying to do, but the wind was just... It's broke my brolly. Don't reheat steak. Geordie, I never got a chance to even eat it. I forgot to, so I brought it through for bait. And I was like, well, I'm not taking it back. So I opened up the package. I mean, it was a pretty decent fillet. By the time that I went to go and put the rubbish in the bin to come back to get my fishing stuff, there was no steak. A seagull came along and scoffed it, man. Scoffed it. Whatever seagull did it. Now, that's not the first time I've heard of a seagull do this. Swallow something whole. There's no way they're going to peck at it. But there was something that I saw, not by a bay, right? But the sea, because if seagulls hang out at the bay, they are bagels. But dumb bump. You're funny. Oh, enjoy. Just don't want you getting food poison. No, Geordie, the seagull swallowed it. That wasn't the only thing, though. I'll tell you what else happened. Right, listen to this. There's no word of a lie. There is a smokehouse that does Arbro Smokies not far from me, or where I was actually fishing. Well, they threw a mackerel out, a whole mackerel. This thing must have been about, what, 14, 15 inches long? It was a huge mackerel. This herring gull looked at it, and it hummed and hummed with itself. So it picked it up, tried to swallow it, and it couldn't manage. So he spat it back out. And then it hummed and hummed again. He's like, looked at it. Finally, it picked it up, swallowed it, managed to fully swallow it. A guy that I was like watching, I was actually talking to him. So it was like me, somebody else, and then there was another guy, and he says, it's amazing what they think can eat. I went, well, isn't it just? Well, he looked at that seagull and he followed it, right? He went into Marco's chip shop, which is the chip shop that's connected to the ice cream shop. And he went in, ordered a fish supper. He came out and went, who's that for? He went, oh, it's not for me. I went, what? He says, watch this. He fed a seagull a fish supper, the same one that swallowed the mackerel, because you could tell by the bulge on it, right? And he says, I'm going to see how much this one can actually eat. And I was like, what? How much was that fish supper? And he went, I wanted to see how much this thing. I was like, you're crazy, man. He fed a seagull a fish supper that swallowed a whole mackerel. Geordie, I can put up with anything. The only thing I don't put up with is BS. If you're good to me, I'm good to you, and I'm still taking you fishing. Mackerel season's near enough done. I think we've got another 3-4 weeks of it, and then that's it, finished. Yep. More money than sense sometimes, and it makes me wonder what goes through a person's mind. There's people out there that are hungry. You know what I mean? I mean, the kids in Africa are starving. But yet, I'm looking forward to the fishing trip. Geordie, so am I. I really am looking forward to it. I just need to try and get in touch with you or something so we can try and plan when you're wanting to come up here so we can do it. I mean, the human race, us as a human race, we've got good intentions and we've got bad intentions. Is seagull tasty? Just a question. What I can suggest to you, Vanilla Gorilla, what I can really do is make a suggestion to you. There's a channel called Boxcar Jerry. I will find the video. It wasn't a video, it was a live. I will find the live and I will share it to my community page and you can have a laugh. Boxcar Jerry said he wants to try a seagull, and I've got no idea why. Give me a minute. You alright, bud? No, not too bad. You better. I see you like punched over and whatever else. I was wondering if you're alright. Enjoy your night.
You too, mate.
Later, man. Gotta wake up early. Well, Ray, thank you for popping in.
I got a couple buses. That's it.
Well, you'll need to see your way home.
I'll find my way. Don't worry.
I hear too. Okay. Yeah, I'm in no man's land. Give me a minute, I need to go and put this in a bin. Saves the council coming around to try and clean up the garbage. Oh, man. Don't you just love this place? Don't you just love this place? It's just full of whatevers. I'm in my living room. Okay, Julie. Oh. Time are we on? 4 o'clock, man. What time did Wendy say that bus was coming? What time did Wendy say the bus was coming? 5:52. James, man. So just under 2 hours. And I'm sitting here. 2 more minutes. Nah, Gypsy. Yeah, you're funny. You're a comedian. You're funny. 2 more minutes and the bus is going to turn up. Yeah. No. That ain't happening. My goodness. My goodness. So for a vertical live, that's funny. That's funny. When did Fishhead videos get in here anyway? Later, man, gotta be. I didn't even know that you. When did Ray come in here? Ray's never been here. He just comes up saying later, man. What? Ray, dearie me. Well, if anybody hasn't done so, you can subscribe to Lil Finn. You got Lil Finn Dash 3.0. You've got. I never saw him either. You got Little Finn 3.0. Good evening. Well, morning. Well into morning here. You've got Bass Face Fishing. Bass Face is all one word. Space bar fishing. That's Ray's eldest kid, Dylan's channel. I can't remember what Lucas's channel is. I can't remember that one. But yeah, Bulk, good to see you, brother. Yep, Bulk's here. He actually woke up before I phoned him. And I says, Bulk, I didn't want to phone you. I said, why not? I says, because I want you to go to your bed. I will speak to you when I get home. No, 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 no. I'm wanting to see what's going on. Oh, well, here we go. So he got up extra early to watch me go live. And then Bob came up and then had an awesome live. Honestly, that was brilliant. Oh, no, yawning. No, don't yawn. Is monetized now bulk? No. Is it monetized now bulk? What is? Me? Yes, I am. You're more than welcome to donate to me via YouTube, PayPal, take a membership out from my channel. I was trying to get my lower tier moved down to 99 cents, which is... Hello, Raven Cat, Cecilia. Hello. And then I'm $1.99 is my lowest tier for rainbow trout. The second tier up is $2.99 for brown trout, $4.99 for tiger trout. So yeah. Pretty much. Zoe, what are you doing wide awake at this mad hour? I thought, Stuart, do you ever... Presley, I'm stuck in no man's land. The last taxi service that was meant to be here decided to shut its doors at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I knew that, I would have got a taxi when it arrived here. I would have been home well before now. I'm okay, Bulk. Hope you're well. Yes, Cecilia. I've just done a StreamYard. I had anything as possible up on there, and he had 3 channel cats and 2 bullhead. And then he's like, I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm getting tired. I will be honest, I was on a phone call to Bob this morning. It must have been about 8:30. I went, are you awake? And he went, yo. And I was like, that must be, that means yo means you're awake. That's what I took it for. No. He was just getting Compass Menace. So I was on a video called The Bulb. The sabotage. You need a light way too dark. Oh no. Please, somebody know. I don't want light. That means I'm going to be lit up and I'm going to be prime suspect as to what's coming. Oh no. Right, where is it? Okay. I'll try. I'm guaranteed in there. I'm not going to guarantee everything, but there you go. Oh man, that's blinding me. Still is blinding me. Yep. No, that's worse. Now I'm seeing nothing. Blah. Oh man, that's hurting my eyes. So yeah. You see me now? I'll try and keep my eye. I know I surprised you, Stuart. What are you doing awake, Zoe? Oh, I need to turn this off. It's bright. Oh, look. Polis. Yeah, better not shine that one too much. No, I'm not having a light on. That's hurting my eyes. I know. I suppose. Uh-huh. You pay per fish. We purchase a yearly license and have a daily limit. Listen, I've got the only thing that's free around here is the sea, and there's no catch limit on how many you can keep. There's no catch limit on what you can keep. When it comes to sea fishing, there is when it comes to trout. It's not that late. What? Zoe, I'm looking at the time, right? It's 4 minutes past 7. No, sorry, 7 minutes past 4. 7 minutes past 4 in the morning, right? My time. So if I reverse that back, it's 11:04. 11:07, should I say? 11:07. Cecilia, I'm trying to work. I thought you were on the West Coast or somewhere in the mountain time. When did you? Confused. Oh, it's either too early in the morning or it's too late at night since I've not had any sleep. And my own fault. 4:11 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, yeah. Well, your time must be fast, Julie. It's 4:08. I forgot you're in Canada. I know you're on the East Coast. You're in New Jersey. You wind up Boxcar Jerry, Zoe. You do. You wind him up something chronic. You really, really do. You wind him up chronic. So yeah. I don't know how you managed to find a boxcar Jerry. I really don't know how you found him. I'm glad you did. Maybe in Wales. What? So Wales has got its own time zone. Okay. So Scotland has got 4:09 in the morning. So it's going for 10 past 9. Well, 10 past 9? 10 past 4 in the morning. It's going to 10 past 4. And in Wales, it is 4:14. So Wales have went forward in time by 4 minutes. I haven't heard of a time zone like that. I will be back in a bit, guys. Oh, here we go. Boltzowski. He's gone ski. It is getting brighter. How many have you caught so far? I gave up fishing. My brolly broke. That was like used as a wind protection. I broke the handle. So yeah. One measly crab. I couldn't fish. I mean, at the moment, the tide's still coming up. See, the last time I was here, one crab, that would be dinner for me. Not that thing. That thing didn't even have any meat on it. None. No meat whatsoever. So, reef robber, itch by itch. Jake, thank you for the measly 1-800 crab fishy, shellfishy. Yeah, 1-800 shellfishy. So the wind destroyed my life that I had planned. One crab. Yep, one stupid animal idiotic insulting thing. I need to eat something. I've drunk 1 tin of Monster already, and I'm beginning to feel the effects of. Right, so that's 12 minutes past 4. 52 takes it to. I've got an hour, or just 2 hours left. No. I can't even see them. There's one. It's probably the same one I've seen about forever. Now, if I was to throw these things on the ground, I'd be swarmed with them. That ain't happening. Give me a minute. Yeah, I went for a little walk because around the corner from where I am, I think this place standing there at the bottom of the road. I was having a look. It's still there. I was playing my NASCAR game on Roblox, Stuart. I'm the only girl out there, and I wreck people to win sometimes. Here they come, watch out, duck, protect the crisps. Well, Zoe, you never know. I was. That's better. I was in my usual spot. No, I'm just vlogging from the bus station. Texas barbecue flavored potato sticks. They're nice. I think I just had a train. Share? Will you cross there and here? How can I share when there's nobody here? Hmm? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Now I could send her. I could give one to a seagull and say to the seagull, "Please don't eat this. Fly over to Ontario, Canada, and see how far you can get without eating it." I wonder what the answer would be from a seagull. Not a chance. The thing would scoff it. Okay, off to bed. Good night, everyone. Take care and be safe. Okay, Cecilia, thank you for coming. I thought you were a night owl. Or have you got yourself into a routine? Oh, humph. Humph a dinky ding dong. No, I don't know what to do. Oh, shut up. Squawking. Dimwit of a thing. I mean, what's the point of even squawking and then just flying away? There's another one. Does the same thing. Another one. They must be all heading at the cliffs. Something must be happening up at the cliffs. So what's happening up the cliffs like? Oh, I get to see that nice blue sky. So it's went from there to there. Hey, the sun's coming up. Needs to keep you warm. I'm a night owl in the summer, Stuart. Well, I don't know who else. And I cannot do my gardening if I sleep during the day. Well, that's why you get a gardener. What have you got in your garden? Needs to keep you warm. Sure, are you going to pay for it? Heck, I'd be your gardener. I know how to diggle weeds and cut grass. It's easy to look after a garden. Not much this year. We have more than normal rain. Well, come to Scotland. They were built on rain. Oh, I need hibernation. Winter's coming. See, this is one thing that's really going to bug me, is the fact that I want to go cod fishing and I know for a fact I cannot film it. One, the weather's too rough. Two, it's freezing cold. Three, I don't want my brand new phone soaked. Four, I don't want the battery pack soaked. And five, it's more hassle than it's worth to try to do life in the winter time. I cannot believe the summer's over. I just saw my spirit animal, should I say, not human, spirit animal. Between the rain and raccoons, not much is coming out of the garden. And if you watch my shorts, I have someone do damage in my yard and plant taken. I'm going to make a suggestion to you, Cecilia, and this is gospel, right? Get yourself a trail camera, or get yourself a camera that can light up during the night, like one of the things that have got an LED red ring around it, right? Which will help you see in the dark, right? Name and shame. Take the footage to the police, and you can get them done. I've already had one of my neighbours do that. What's Aviation Mushy doing? Is this a video or is this a live? What's Mushy doing up at this time of night? No, it must be a video. I have a trail camera, but it's not working properly, and I have another outside camera I bought, but I still have to put it together. Get it done. Hello, Gary. Mm-hmm. So why are you upset? I'm not up early. Me up early? No. I'm in HS, Stewart. I hate school. High school. I'm in high school. I hate school. It's nothing but people that don't know how to act. I'm so glad I'm graduating in 2 years. Good night, Cecilia. Sweet dreams, sweetheart. School for me was the worst. Why? Why squawk? There's nothing here. Beat it. Vermin. School to me was the worst. You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why at school was bad? Primary school. Yeah, what we call primary school is what you guys call. Oh, what would be high school? Well, what's the school? Like, you got high school, so like your primary school is like after kindergarten, right? You go into like primary school. You want to tell you something? I ended up in 4 fights, probably more. I mean, I must have been in like so many fights, it was unreal. The 4 major ones I got excluded for 2 weeks at a time. I got stabbed in the leg with a pencil. The graphite's still there in my leg. You still see the lead from where the pencil snapped. Because, yeah, middle school. So, some guy decided to sharpen up the pencil, stabbed me in the knee. The graphite's still there from the lead of the pencil, graphite lead, whatever you want to call it, still there. It's buried in the skin, but I can see it. Now, here's the thing. Some guy came up to me asking me, like, who's the hardest guy here? I looked around, I went, you're looking at him. I put him on his back, floored him. Then this other idiot decided to have a pop. I think I got excluded twice with him because he just would not leave me alone. I gave him the warning first. I went, you want to play, we'll play. You want to dance, we dance. I'll tell you one thing. If this is going to continue, I'll run you. I'll run through you. So he tried and he failed. And I'm getting excluded with him. I got excluded with one of them twice. And it must have been the guy. So he sat there with his CD player in his hand, listening to Scooter, the Logical song. So we're sharing an earbud, waiting for our exclusion papers to come through. Got to high school. Oh yeah. That was near enough murder. It's not word of a lie. That was murder. The guy who stabbed me in the leg with a pencil. Well, in high school, you can write with an ink, right? Well, honestly, I kid you not. After when he stabbed me in the leg with a pencil in primary school, I got him back in high school and I stabbed him in the back with a pen. There must have been about an inch of that pen that went in his back. Oh man, he was squealing, man. He was squealing. I enjoyed that. Driving isn't fun, and you have to buy a car, maintain it, buy gas, tires, get the oil changed. It's a lot. Depends. You can get a decent car or a second-hand car. You work at it. So yeah, so that was exclusion. I can't remember what one it was. What, 3 or 4? The first one was easy. Some random idiot came up to me, floored him. I was sent to the rector's office. Second one was the deputy head rector of the school. He served me an exclusion paper, who I found out was actually the husband of my primary school teacher. And then this was the funny part. Some gadget, right? Some gadget turned up. He's like that to me. He says, I'll be your friend. Fair enough. So it's like, right, let's be friends then. So he's like, I quite like you. I'm like, okay, fine, fair dues. So he's like, we'll hang out together. And okay, no problem, right? There was absolutely no issue. Until the very next day. The very next day, he decided that he came up to me, right? He came up to me. He's like, I can't be your friend anymore. I went, why? Or somebody said something and I can't be your friend. I went, so you can't be my friend because you listen to somebody else. I went, are you going to jump off a bridge because that person told you to? No. I says, well, why did you listen to them in the first place then? Why didn't you just come to me? Oh, I'm coming to you now. We need to have a fight. I just looked at this idiot, man. And I says, do you know what? It says, do you know who I am? He's like, no. I says, if you don't know who I am, what I suggest for you to do is turn around, keep walking. Don't look back. And keep walking even more so you're out of my sight. He says, we're going to have a fight at lunchtime. And I went, what? He says, yeah, we're going to fight at lunchtime. I went, what? Why do you want to fight? Oh, I'm going to knock you out, everything else. I says, really? I says, many people have tried, and every single person has never succeeded. Never. Says, I've been knocked out. Never. He's like, what? He says, I've never been knocked out. Of all the fights I've had during primary school to now, I've never been knocked out. I've floored people. And he's like, lunchtime, we'll sort this out right now. I went, right, okay, lunchtime came. And I still remember what I bought from the canteen. That was funny, right? I sat in the queue, well, basically got the queue, and I asked for lasagna and chips and a bottle of Coke, right? You get a card that you put money on so you could pay for it. So I got all that, put money in the card, paid for my lunch, and then basically sat there and I had one forkful left of lasagna. I ate all my chips. Drank the bottle of juice. One forkful of lasagna. The guy came from behind me and the whole tray that had all the stuff on it went flying down the table, ended over the other side of the table, landed and smashed the bowls and plates and whatever else I had on this tray. Next thing is that happened was I got the fork, put the last bit of lasagna in my mouth, and then I just stood up. And he's like, well, let's go then. I went, you've asked for this. Went outside the school grounds, right? I didn't even get that. This guy's like, let's go. I says, well, you've asked for this. I pushed him through the doors. He landed outside. I threw him outside the school grounds. I mean, he was bloodied. I didn't even have a scratch on me. And I said to him, I says, you still want to continue with this? He went, oh, let's go. I put his head up against a concrete pillar that was connected to a fence. I put my fist in his face and he dropped like a sack of tatties, man. He just went down. And I went, you going to stay down? He got up, jumped on my back to try and basically choke me into a sleeper hold. Didn't work. I ran backwards. He knocked his head on the pillar, on the concrete pillar. The rector came out and he's like, hey, you two, my office now. Went all the way up to the top of the high school, to the most quietest corridor in the building. You could hear a pin drop in this place. Right? And I was like, this is weird. This is very weird. He's sitting there wailing, right? I'm not a fan of violence either, trust me. I will defend my ground though, right? He's sitting there squealing in pain and crying. I'm like, you got shot up. So he went into the rector's office and he came out even more bawling and greeting. He's like, I've just been excluded because of you. I went in the rector's office and he handed me the piece of paper. I went, thanks for the holiday for 2 weeks. No word of a lie. And he's like, what am I going to do to you to make you understand? I went, nothing. You're not going to make me understand anything. It says, you'll do what I tell you to do. Right? Is that a threat? I went, no, I'm telling you the facts. you're running your school into the ground where you could do a lot more for people who will have a better education than what you're giving them. I had it out with them, like had it out with them. The fifth time, I think it was like the third or fourth time that happened. The fifth time, I can't remember. I stabbed the guy that stabbed me in the leg with a pencil, so that was in the pen. So that was an exclusion. I can't remember what happened to the sixth time. I think something happened in a classroom, and I just flipped. I just went mad. I came back from, I think it was like my fourth or fifth one. I asked the teacher, I says, look, I want to learn how to study entomology. Oh, we don't do that here. That's not on the curriculum. I want to learn about it. Teacher wasn't interested. And I was like, you know what? I can't be done with this. And it was like, you know what? I'm done. I just flipped. Yeah. Had some random idiot in the classroom as well. And he's like, he just, there was just something about him. He's like, he just kept looking at me and was like, you got a staring problem? And he's like, now the guy was pretty bigger than me. And I says, you know what? Whoever you are, I don't even know who your name is. And I don't want to know it either. And he's like, what do you mean by that? I says, because I'll tell you one thing. The way you're looking at me is like you want to have a fight with me. You want to go? You want to go? And he's like, I'm not going to bother touching you. So he's like, good idea. This is just leave me alone and let me do my own thing. Stay in my way, we'll be all right. I had other people that I remember vaguely, but yeah, I always know who the ones that I remember the ones that, or some of the ones that I had problems with. But start on me was the biggest mistake some of them did. I'm friends with one of them. That became a friendship. We still talk to this day, so that must have said something. I fought MMA, so I guess I'm a fan. And I will respect you like your like for it. Yeah, the like of it. Thanks. I will respect the dislike for violence. Nah, Zoe, when you've got to stand your ground, you're not going to just like let people lay into you. I think the most I've had in one go, fight-wise, I think it was 3 of them. I just put my back against the wall and I fought myself out of that corner. Oh man, that was easy. I was like, you want to take me on 3 at a time, the 3 of you at once, or am I going to go through one of you at a time? He's like, well, please yourself. Well, the first one came up to me, I moved, but with that much force, I just like pushed him behind me, so he knocked his head off the wall. That was funny. The other 2 kind of looked at each other and went, it was like, well, you want to fight? Come on then. I mean, I used to play rugby as well, you know, so I mean, that didn't really bother me. I just rugby tackled them. It was fun. It was all done in fun. But yeah, I didn't like school. Hated it with a passion. Do you know what was worse than school? Well, worse than primary. I mean, the best year I had in primary school was primary 3. I became a saint. Everybody was getting medals every week at assemblies, and I sat there. Well, how did I do this? How did I get myself one of the little plastic badges that tell me that it's heartfelt thanks for good behaviour type of thing? So I was like, give me one of those. So I stuck in. I made my primary 3 teacher very proud. I didn't put a foot wrong for her. Didn't put a foot wrong. Never put a foot wrong. I loved her daughter. Oh man, she was a honey. Oh man. Natalie, wow. She was older than me, but she was pretty. Oh man, she was a stunner. That's what she really was. Oh, she was a honey bunny, man. She was gorgeous. I was like, I love you. I even said it to her. I said, I love you. And she's like, you're too young to even know what love is. No, I said, I love you. I know what love is. I says, I'm in love with you. She's like, you're too young for me. I says, I know that. But she's like, you are mature enough to understand things. I'm like, yeah, I do. I know what life's about. Trust me, this ain't no sunshine and daisies roller coaster. It's hard, it's brutal, it's everything. And she's like, man, how old are you? I told her my age. Primary 3, I must have been about, what, 8, 9? I got held back a year, you see, in primary school. My mum and dad tried me at 4.5. That was a big mistake. 5.5 was even a bigger mistake. But I had no choice. Man, even before I got into primary school, man, I was picking up tables and chairs and I was throwing them like they were just like tin cans. I didn't care who I hit. Got into primary school, Mr. Farrell's like, I'm going to have a problem with you, and I says, well, what do you mean? So that was the first head teacher that I had a run-in with. The second one, he a total idiot, man. Total idiot. He didn't even know anything to do with kids. He didn't know how to even run he didn't even know how to run a school. And I still say this to this day. He didn't know how to run anything. He didn't. He just sits there and shouts and swears. He swore at me, like, and I was like, yeah, when I go, you can't touch me. I'll get the police to you. He says, exactly. You'll run to the police because you can't fight a fight. He's like, I'm sick to death of you. He says, I'm sick to death of you. He says, you treat everybody like a garbage man. He says, you're meant to be a head teacher. You're not much of a head teacher. Nothing, man. Waste of space. He says, all you are is a power happy, power tripping, misogynistic moron. I just flew off the handle of him. And he's like, I'm going to problem with you, am I? He says, I don't give a monkey's uncle if you got a problem with me. I've got a problem with you and your authority. Your authority sucks. I just went off on one. And I didn't hold back. I mean, this head teacher had it in for me anyway. I was like, I'm not putting up with this. I just didn't put up with it. I mean, he just thinks he's egotistic. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. He bullied me. And I was like, I'm not putting up with this. And I was like, the quicker I'm out of this school, the better, man. And of course, we got to high school, it was worse. But just before I got to the high school, oh, man. We had one of the biggest fights ever. This before I got there. I had with my cousin and his brother, who's also my cousin. So I got two cousins that are like both brothers. So my mum said the family. And girls are worse for fighting. I had two lassies fighting over me at one point in primary school, man. That was ridiculous. One of them came up to me, I love you and everything else. Another one came up to me, like, I love you and everything else. I went, right, so both of you have got a fancy for me. And I've got to sit there and choose one of you out of the two. And he's like, and she's like, but it's true. So I decided to test something. I was invited to a birthday party to one of them. And I got on well with her. And then something changed, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I can't deal with this no more. So we separated and went our own separate ways. And she spoke to the other one, and she says, you go and ask him out then. So she did. This other one came up to me and asked me out. No word of a lie. She's like, fancy going out? I went, right, okay. See how long this one's going to last. So I was invited up to her house by her. I met her mum and dad. Wreck. She sat there and poured her life story out to me, and I was like, all right, okay. So what do you want me to do? She's like, protect me. I was like, I'll try. So the other one found out about it, and then it just became a whole mess. I had basically both of them lumping nectars out of me. I was like, I'm sitting there taking this punishment for both of them. I was like, what on earth has got into the both of you to try and fight me? I just let them do it. And then one of them moved school. But before she moved, I'm getting a bus. An X7. Too early yet. So, say not in service. That's fine. So next thing is, one of them moved school, the other one was still in the same school, primary school as me. Some guy from Edinburgh in primary school, I remember his name, Craig. Can't remember his last name though, but I remember his name is Craig. And I looked at him and I went, you got a problem with me? No. I says, well, leave my missus alone. I mean, this is when I was just like, I was going with this one for about, 6 months to 9 months. Off and on. And then this Craig guy sat in school and he started laughing at me. I went, what's the problem? We're in the same classroom, what's the problem? He's like, oh, it's you. I said, I'm the problem. I went, the only problem I see is you. So he's like, what do you mean by that? I says, like, you're going to keep acting like a stupid idiot. He says, there's going to be another issue. I says, I'm going to get done for an assault on you. He says, is that a challenge? And I went, it's a fact. Leave me alone and I won't hurt you. I had some other guy in primary school, and I remember him as clear. I know who he is. I've met him, and became good friends. That was fun. That was primary 2 I was in. Wow, that was funny. That was super funny. I mean, he came up to me and he's like, "You think you're all that, aren't you?" I says, "Who are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm your nemesis. I'm your battle axe, everything." I was like, "What?" I says, "You don't even know me, kid." I mean, I was primary too. And he's like, "Oh, I don't care who you are." So anyways, in the playground, it was like a grass patch. And I seen a plastic ball picked up and I frisbeed it. Sliced his eyebrow open. Had to get paper stitches a lot for his eyebrow. Years later, I'm not joking, right? I saw this guy sitting in a chair. And he had his missus on top of him. She was trying to cuddle him. And I looked right at him. And I went, "How's your eyebrow?" He picked his missus up, dumped her on the floor, and gave me a cuddle. It's like, "I've been looking for you." It says, "Same here." It says, "It's nice to see you." I went, "How's the eyebrow?" He went, "That's good. I'm all right. I've healed up a lot." And I went, "Well, that's good." Became really good friends. Really good friends. Me and him have got so much respect for each other. It's unreal. We became really, really good friends. Okay, Zoe. And then, yeah. I always remember that day. I remember that day was yesterday. Like it was yesterday. That was weird. It was a weird experience. Beyond weird. So yeah. My sister got bullied. So I was doing my job. I was doing my damnedest to try and protect her in school. It didn't work. Because when she was getting bullied, I was bullying them for bullying her. So they tried to pick on me, and I says, "There's no point in trying to even start anything with me. None. Not a hope." I mean, I've taken some beatings like I've never been knocked out. I gave up fighting after I damn near killed somebody though. That was my final straw. I went, I can't do this anymore. I no longer can sit there and I can no longer sit there trying to fight my way out of corners and whatever else, and people just like do stupid things. The last proper fight that I had wasn't even a fight. It's a one-way thing. But the one that I remember that damn near got me in so much trouble. I damn near killed the guy. You know, like the Undertaker's like choke slam? It was on a brand new push bike that I got given to me as a gift from an uncle. From my uncle. And he says, "Don't wreck it." He says, "I won't." This little idiot decided that he'd be a smart aleck and give me V's and everything else behind his mum's back and give me lip so his mum couldn't read what he was saying or anything because she didn't pay attention. I did. I saw it all. I put one hand on him, I had one hand on the push bike. I jumped off the bike. The bike landed in a heap and I choked him. He went from every shade of colour, from blue. Well, went from normal skin colour to red to purple to blue. I let him go. He was crawling down. I just seen his head crawl down my chest. And I basically got my hand underneath him in one motion. It was like he was up there and straight down. He had foam coming out of his mouth. I was like, I give up. So that's how that I gave up on fighting. I've taken some beatings. I've never been knocked out. My motto is, if you're going to have a fight with me, make sure I don't get back up. Make sure I don't get back up. I might take a while to heal, but I know who did it. It's just one of those things. So now we have got the bus station lit up. This X7 sitting there waiting to get going. Still saying not in service. The bus driver's in there. That's why the lights got turned on. So yeah. And O2 have still not taken off their credit. Ridiculous. They might take it off automatically after midnight. I asked the person, I'll ask you guys in chat actually. Here's a question. I spoke to somebody from O2, right, who's a phone provider, right? It's a SIM card. It's a network provider. I asked the lassie on the phone, who didn't speak my language, and I was struggling to understand her half the time. If my phone is tethered, which it is, to this phone, right, does that mean that my phone there, does that mean that since I'm tethered to that phone from, well, I'm tethered that phone to this one, right? And when I'm live on at the moment, I said, does it affect the internet? And she says, no. We'll still take your money off regardless. I went, even though that I'm tethered to another network. She says, yeah, it's everything fine. I went, right, okay then. She says, we'll send you a text message when your bundle starts. Right, okay then, fair enough. So they're still not taking off their money. No man's land. So I'm still stuck in limbo to what to do with this thing. I don't know. Oh man. And this is me without any sleep. Wow. wide awake and yawning. Good night, Stuart. I have to horse riding tomorrow morning. It's midnight. I know it's midnight. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here. I remember you're 5 hours behind. It's 11 o'clock if you're Central Time, 10 o'clock if you're Mountain Time, and 9 p.m. if you're in West. And it'd be 8 p.m. in Alaska. I thought I would have had Devon in. I had nothing. Still in the same place, Julie. I'm still in the same place. That one's going to Montrose. Alright, okay. That's strange. So that X7 is going to Montrose. That's weird that you'd run a service from that for that size of bus to go to Montrose. Because guaranteed when it gets to Montrose, it's going to come back here and then head all the way down to Perth. They're good buses, them. They're a direct route, a direct bus. They go from Aberdeen, Stonehaven, Montrose, Arbroath, and then Dundee to Perth. And at the moment, I am surrounded by Stevens. I've got one on a light up there, I've got one on a building across there, and I've got another one somewhere on the roof here. And I've got another one across the road somewhere, squawking its brain. Must be a wakey alarm clock. The craziness, man. So now I should look at the time. It's 5:05. It's 5:05 in the morning. And my bus is at 5:52. So I've got, well, if it's coming for 12, which is 7 minutes away, so that'd be 12. Then 12 to 22, that's 10. 32 is 20. 32 is 20. 42 is 40. We've got 50. I've got 57 minutes. I think. No. What did I do? 50. If it gets to 12, it's about 50 minutes. But yeah. So I'm still in the same place, Julie. I've been alive, 1 hour and 50 minutes. Wow. 1 hour and 50 minutes. Wow. I just realised the time was on my phone. 1 hour and 50. And as you can tell, yes, I've had a shave. Yeah. I've got one dimple. That would never have been there. Stupid dog. That's why I kind of like having the moustache. It hides this. Hides all that. It's a mess. So yeah. Must be great for a seagull just to sit there and squawk and squawk and squawk and squawk and squawk. I mean, what did it do? What kind of language is it they talk to each other back with? Oh, there's food across here, but there's no food across here. There's food across there, but there's no food across there. Food across there, no. What about here? No. Aye, no. No. Useless, man. The thing is, they can have about what? How many times can they make? Can they breed in a year? 4. I think they can breed about 4 times in a year. Man, no wonder there's so many seagulls. This is a run with them, man. Nope. Oh, 5 people here and 13 thumbs up will be awesomes. I'll say 14 thumbs ups on your guys' end. I know that for a fact to be true. Seagull Dome. There's so many Stevens, it's unreal. So who's all here still? What? What are you saying I'm snoozing, man? I'm not snoozing nothing. Sammy. I got one of your beers right yesterday, by the way. I got one of your beers spot on. I said 4.6. You said 4.6. That made me happy. See? I know how that rolls. Sleepy boy, I'm a bad. I haven't had any sleep, so I'm running on basically whatever I'm feeding myself with. Which at the moment is these things. Snacktastic, Texas barbecue, potato snacks from a little. Hit that thumbs up button, please, Sammy, brother. Right, so that's just about 5:13, so 5:12, I got 50 minutes. 40 minutes, boss? I only opened my tub of Pringles, man, honestly, and you're like screaming at me? Why? Because I'm eating, and when you're hungry, you go and get your breakfast. It's in the sea. You're either going to your work, or you've just woke up to get to your work, or get ready for your work, should I say. Or you're either at your work on a break, because I know by the time it's going to come round, right, 9:15. No, 9:15. 5:15. 5:15 equals 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's like 1:15 in the afternoon your time. So it's 1:15 in the afternoon. Because the time it comes to my 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that's like 1, 1:30. That's like 10, 10:30 at night for you. And that's when you do your beer review. Here's another X7. So we've got 39. We've got an X7 going to Dundee's bus station. Fair enough. But I'm going to finish off these couple of Pringles for breakfast. And when I get home, I'm going to have a shower and go to bed. I'm going to wake up. And I'm going to watch the cycling event. See the amount of seagulls, man. Honestly, goodness. Crazy. Well, at least my chat's not moved much. Been on that comment for the last half an hour. Jokes, Sammy, jokes. Right, I can put that head torch in my bag. Don't need that. Man, these seagulls are relentless. I've got like one in the car park for where the buses like come and goes. I've got one against a wall. That's crazy, man. Um, 4 people here. So who's all here then? Right. Where else is there a seagull? Got one in the car park. 5:22. I got half an hour. Well, Julie, thank you very much. My goodness, man, I don't have any food. Well, I do, but you're not getting any. Crazy, man. They come flying to your face now. Brutal. Come on, O2, give me that text message. Well, Stuart, I am going to sleep. Get home safely. I will. Or at least I'll try. I can start seeing red patches of sky, so that means Shepherd's warning. Or if you're a sailor at sea, sailors take warning. My phone's going back up to that's fine. That's what the bus will want. Three people still here. Three awesome people hanging out. Yeah, it's just one of those days, I think. I think it's just one of those days. They're crazy, man. These seagulls are relentlessly crazy, stupid. And I've got 528. 528. So 32, 36 minutes for the bus. About 36 minutes. I think. 52, 32 is 20, 34 minutes? I don't know. It's ridiculously daft. It is ridiculously daft. Bulk, where are you? Bulk, are you there? The Hulk and Bulk. It's like the Hulk, but in bulk. The Hulk's bulk. Got 3 people. So yeah, I was fishing, gave up fishing because of stupid umbrella and stupid weather. Not making excuses, but it was just a. I could have done without it. Could have done without it. Could have done without the heater and holder and wind. Lover and sucker time. Wind, wind, and wind. Where is Bulk? Softball Susie. Good morning. Good morning, Susie. As you can pretty well imagine, I have been up all night. And I've been no sleepies. So when I get home, I'm going for a shower. And then I'm going to have a nap. And then I'm going to get back up. And then what I'm going to do... Yeah, good morning. Susie, where are you? I've forgotten. I know that I think you're across the pond. I think. I was in your chat doing bingo once. What was I say? Oh, maybe. Is this my bus? Or is this a bus to nowhere? Well, you're going in the wrong slot for my bus. That's understandable. Go away, vermin, seagulls. I'm in Washington State. So you're East Coast. You're an East Coaster. Or am I thinking that you're in the West? I think there's 2 Washingtons in the United States. Got Washington D.C. and you've also got Washington that's on the West Coast. I've forgotten, Susie. I'm not with it because West Coast. Yeah. That's upper quadrant of the West Coast. So by all means, as I said, so if it's 5:30, well, it's 21 minutes from the bus. But if it's 5:30, it should be 10:30. No, sorry, half past 9 at night. 9:30. 9:33. 9:33. 9:30. Yeah, it has to be 9:33. Has to be. Bulk. Hello, I'm here. Good. Yeah. I did go fishing. Yeah, it was 9:39. Yep. So 9:33 p.m. No man, I tell you, this is just it's ridiculous. The wind was just horrendous. My umbrella is broken. Oh man. Sucks. So I'm gonna run this until that's 2 hours and 18 minutes. I'll run this for another. Well, what time is that now? I'll just say 35. 12 minutes. I'll shut it down, so it gives me 2.5 hours. And then I'll get on the bus home. And then I will, I say, go for a shower and then get some sleep. Wake back up because I have got, what is it? I forgot. There's a bike race coming through my town. I want to film it. So yeah. And I'm not sleepy. At the moment, I'm not sleepy. Don't you just love a place that's full of seagulls there? Here comes another one. It's like they're just squawk. Right?
Yes.
So yeah. Right, 10 minutes. What does that give me? 9:37. That'll be 47. So yeah, 47 gives me 5 minutes to get the bus. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So if you're new and you're watching in the background, subscribe to my channel. If you like me just talking, I do fishing. I've just been fishing. I did a StreamYard with my brother from across the pond. Anything is possible. That's the guy here. Bulk, who's in chat, got me this hat for my birthday. So just basically like, share, subscribe. subscribe to anything, subscribe to Littlefin Dash 3.0. Lilfin, that's his name, Lilfin Dash 3.0. We're trying to get him up to 50 so he can go live on his channel. But we're trying to grow it slowly, but we're trying to get it to go to 50 so he can go live. And as soon as we know that he's live, then he can basically just take off fishing and he doesn't need anybody there. He'll just do his own thing. So if you're wanting fishing content, you just go to him. Me, I'm struggling at the moment to get any kind of fishing done. And that's no word of a lie. Weather's just been dead set against me. As soon as I want to go, it's like either going to be blowing a hoolie or it's going to be pouring the rain and there's going to be nothing. It sucks. So away it goes. Seagulls, man. Where did they come from? I mean, the dead of winter here, there's hardly any seagulls. Their legs can't take the cold, so they actually fly south. I didn't know that. I thought they were always here. But in the summertime, the place was rife for them. But they go to Spain and Portugal. I didn't know this, but that's where they end up. They'll end up warmer places. Ah, the joys. Ah, well. Bulk, if you're around, I will phone you when I'm on the bus. And we'll see what we can do. I'm shutting this one down in 6 minutes. Make it 5. 5 minutes. That takes it to 46 on my clock. I think 2.5 hours is actually pretty ample. Especially for me just to like sit here and talk to you guys. I love every single one of yous. Wow! Sifa! Come here, you. Come on. Thank you. Hey, Sifa. How are you? And see, if anybody hasn't done so, smash that like button. It does help. Like I said, I'm going to be ending this in like 4 minutes anyway, so I'm going to be getting everything ready to get put in the bag. And then I'll be on a bus home, get a shower, go to bed, and then I'm gonna basically wake back up and watch a cycle race live from my phone. Megs! Hey, sweetheart. So yeah, just hit the like button because I'm shutting this down in like 3 minutes. Cheers, Bulk. I love that banner. Tried to go fishing and got too windy. So I was blown off the water and I broke my umbrella. So I'm now waiting on the bus to go home, get a shower, go to bed, then wake up and watch a cycle race that's coming through my town later on. So I was enjoying myself. I just wish the wind would have been less windy. So that was an opportunity missed, which kind of frustrates me a bit. Because I brought all the stuff through that I needed to fish with. And it just wasn't happening. I mean, it's high tide now. And I've missed it. So the big blue fishy that Bulk was on about was from between 4 and 6 in the morning. So in that case, it just kind of, it's thrown me a bit. So yeah. It is what it is. Right, I'm in my final minute. It's 2 hours, 29, 21 seconds. So I am gonna go home, shower, sleep. And I think this is my bus now. It looks like it. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to skedaddle. Love yous all so very much. I'll be live later on today, and have a blessed day. Love yous all. Bye bye.